to know to join the meetings is my phone number. It's every alternate Sundays, 2:30 p.m. We kept it alternate because now summer is coming. More and more people are vaccinated. In a couple of months, we're gonna be little bit inconfident to travel. I may not take a flight initially. We might just drive, but we'll see how it goes. Now, please take pictures of everyone I'm showing you. This is Amit Modi. He's in Seattle, but again, he can help you on Zoom with your clients, with your prospect, with your members, right? So take a picture of his email and phone number. He's a regional marketing director in Seattle. He earned that title within a year and a half. So he's one of the fastest growing person in my team. I have, so you see only 12, 15 people in this base shop, but this is basically me and Amit's direct base shop. I do have a team in Chicago, what Dr. Jayas is managing now. He's independent, but he's part of my hierarchy. So there are more than 400 people who is licensed in my hierarchy. It's like a small company. And it took me almost 7 years to get there, but part time, I put 20, 25 hours a week. So, slowly we can build this business. As long as you know your end goal, that where you're going, it's going to happen to you. And again, keep in touch with your leaders. That way they can help you. This is Rima Salkes. She came from World Financial Group, WFG. She's a marketing director. She came last year with us. This is her phone number and email address. She has a church meeting right now, so I don't think she's here, but she'll join in the next meeting. And then this is Asit Joshi, who welcome you all. He's a marketing director. He's direct to me, Asit and Preeti Joshi. And again, I'm fortunate to have him in my team as my old colleague. We went to school together. So that's a very exciting thing for me. This is Bhuvan and Ruchita. They are running for marketing director. Bhuvan is very sound technically. Any need, you need any technical help, please reach out to him. He's gaining knowledge technically so much. So I'm proud of him. And again, this is Bhuvan. Is this correct? Your information? There are two phone numbers. So I'm not sure which one is yours and what's the other phone. They both are same.
This is my wife's number, but I'll provide mine as well, Chandra.
Okay, so yeah, I'll add that. And again, eventually Ruchita gonna see. This is a family business. So Bhuvan and Ruchita both are doing. Me and Sajal are doing. Something happens to me, Sajal can take over. Same way. So that's the advantage of this business. If you're a doctor, and then if you're gone, your wife cannot operate on patients. So with this business, they have to get licensed within 6 months if something happens to the spouse. So it's amazing business. Not only that, I can sell this business, and again, I'm not going to put a price on it, but it's a pretty good price right now. I can sell my code, and so if I have to move to internationally, then I can sell my business. That's the advantage. The other thing is we have a profit sharing, and again, we are moving so fast. It's a small company. See, and Mr. Hubert Humphrey, he built other companies, and this is the third one. So his goal is to make it over $1 billion company before he sells it. And again, make sure you grow fast, get to the R&D level, so you get qualified for the profit sharing. So all the marketing director, Anil, Bhuvan, Asit and Rima, you guys need to move fast to R&D level so you can earn those profit sharing credits. So, whenever there's a sale of business, you earn the profit sharing money. So that's a priority for you guys. All right. This is Anil Agarwal. I'm very fortunate and proud to have him on the team. He's the newest member from New Jersey. He's a realtor, and he's also coming from World Financial Group, and he's coming as a marketing director. He has a team in the previous organization, so they may join him or they may not join him. We'll see how it goes. But he's a successful realtor in New Jersey, and I'm looking forward to work with him soon. So again, welcome Anilji.
Thank you so much.
Happy to have you, sir.
Thank you.
So take picture. Welcome, sir. Take picture of all this information, and you can reach out to any of these leaders. And Anilji is new, but he'll be there in no time because he already knows the business. So he just has to understand what's the difference AGI is offering. So not a big deal. I wanted to show you my old picture. This picture was taken 7 years back in Vegas convention, and when I was with the World Financial Group. So there are 5 people in the business. Sorry, 5 people in the picture. The left side is me. The guy next to me is Harish Patel, who brought our EVC, Aki. We are part of Aki Rupani's hierarchy. So my upline is Aki Rupani, then me, and then all of us. So Aki came from Harish Patel's hierarchy. Harish Patel is not in the business currently, but think about this. He didn't renew his license. If he had renewed his license for 3 more times, his last year's income was over 600,000 passive income, 600,000, because Aki made more than $4 million last year. So this is very important business that you stick to it. Not only that, to grow the business part-time or full-time, you have to have activity every week, if not every day. You got to have certain hours a week, and it will deliver to you. And then the other guys are still in the business. And so out of 3 people, other 3 people, Aki has almost $2 million income from his personal income from the other 3 people who joined him 7 years back. And rest of other 2 people, Bhagwan and Prashant. So Aki had 5 or 6 recruit initially. Mike, Chaudhary, me, Sean, Prashant, and one more person. So out of 5 people, he made this huge company, and basically, almost $5 million income just from 5 leaders. Okay. So again, every person who join you is very important. And again, it's possible that you might approach 5-10 people initially, and it may not work out for you, but then 11th person might be a huge success for you. So again, we are looking for people who is really interested to do this business. We are not here to join everybody because that's not going to work. If the opposite party is not interested, the business not going to work for them. They got to be interested. They got to be available. If they cannot attend even 1 meeting a month, honestly, their business is going to go nowhere. So we are looking for people who is want to do the work in this field. Okay. And again, it's our time also. We're going to put a lot of time, incentives, marketing for them. And there's a lot of investment, money-wise as well as time-wise, when someone joins us. So please qualify your new members. Do not join anybody who is ready to join us. No, make sure that person has enough time to work with us. He's really want to grow, because a lot of people coming from job, they are just going to do when you try to approach them. No, we want people who we're going to handhold initially, but we who going to be a grown leader at some point and able to manage their own agency. And again, this is a very easy business, mom and the housewives and anybody is there. Are so many people are doing this business who didn't even know how to talk in English. Now they are making 300, $400,000. So it has nothing to do with the language. It has nothing to do with your education background. Only the willingness has to be there. And again, you got to be confident what you are doing. Again, we are competing with Bank of America and Schwab and Goldman Sachs and those kind of companies. You know what they are offering insurance in Bank of America. We are offering same. The one of the company I'm going to talk about, actually Bank of America is offering same one what we are offering. Only thing is bank has a beautiful building. You go in there and client uh, feel comfortable. Same way we are going to the kitchen table. We are offering same product. So you want to make sure that you are confident what you are offering, and we do the good thing for the client, and business going to come and continue. So make relationship. Make sure you visit your client at least once a year when you sell any contract. The repeat business going to be a lot. I have seen in first 2 years was the building thing for me. I'm going to turn off my video. I'm having some difficulty on the internet side. So initially, yes, you have to build your business for a couple of years, but then again, those first year or two, don't look for. Yeah, definitely you can have income by selling the product, and that's fine. You can have income because we all need to pay bills, but always keep in mind that what after 5 years, what after 10 years. Always look for that. I always tell people that when you drive a bike or when you drive a car, but motorbike, you don't look under. You always look far. Same way in the life, you always have to look far. That what's next? What after 5 years? What after 10 years? All these people you see in the picture, except one person who joined a key and he quit. All others are in the business and they all are making minimum six-figure income. And you meet anyone in AGI who joined 4 or 5 years back, even in our team, right? People who joined 4 or 5 years back, they all are in six-figure, at least in my team. All right. So it's not all about making money. You want to make sure your clients are happy. End of the day, we are doing what we are doing is helpful to the client, tax-wise, family-wise, and so many. The services what we are offering has to make sense for the client. Okay, so this is our leadership format system. See, when you do business, sometimes it's going to be completely unorganized, and we have to learn a lot from Anil. And once he's a little experience with us, he will share a lot of stuff that he brings into the table. Rima brings in a lot of new things from WFG. So we all want to learn from them, right? So everyone has unique experience. Even we have most experienced person in my team is the Anil in Boston. He's on call. He has so much education background and he has so much experience in the life that we can learn from him eventually. So he can apply his experience to this business and the business can grow. So there are 6 steps and 8 filters to do this business. So when you do business, sometimes it's very difficult to follow all these 6 steps. That's the reason you gotta be very consistent with the business. You gotta make a prospect list. So when you prepare a prospect list, don't just make it, don't just write it. you go and approach your leader. Make sure before you talk to those people, okay, then because we have some strategy, how to talk to doctors and nurses and IT people, and how to talk to the business people. So before you make a call, talk to your upline, talk to your experienced leader, or talk to any of those leader I showed you. I said contact numbers. So they know, they will tell you that when you are new in the business, none of us coming from the financial background, we are from different background. So, and the reason we are doing this business as a team, as a franchise, as an agency, because we get help from others who already done this business. So why to reinvent the wheel? People who already know what to do in this business, like Hubert Humphrey has 40 years of experience. Aki has almost 8 years of experience. So if I have any question, I always reach out to them. They have experience perspective, what to do in certain situations. So I learn from them. Same way, reach out to one of those leaders, make a prospect list, but then before calling, reach out to your leader, approach, contact, presentation, follow up, startup, and duplication. These are the only 6 steps required to be successful in this business. And these are not the written thing. This has came from 40 years of experience in the field from Mr. Hubert Humphrey. His book is sold at like $5 or $10 on Amazon, but it's not about the money. It's about all his experience is in this system book. So make sure you have it. If you don't have it, I can mail you. Just text me or your address, and Asudbay remind me we need to give it to Pranay. He asked for it. So, all right. So when you are new, you're a little bit hesitant. Okay, what to talk to people, and how do I build the business? How do I build the franchise? How do I build my team? So basically, there are a few things what can help you. Like you can say, I'm a financial services professional. Let me go back. I'm a financial services professional. AGI helps me build my own agency franchise with no ongoing franchise fees. See, only thing ongoing for us is E&O insurance, right? And that's once a year, or you can have monthly. It costs us almost $45. So if you are not writing one policy or one business a month, then you're negative. So you gotta write at least one business so you're positive in this business. That positive cash flow is very, very important. And same times you can build your agency. There is no franchise fees. One can start business with no knowledge in financial services field, no degree or formal college education required. It is easy to get license. 20 or 40 hours of online course, depends you getting a life or life and health. But basically 20 hours of education can earn you a license. You just have to, and again, that's good because you want to be certified. You want to have a license, state license person. That way people will trust you when you have a state license, so that's a good thing. You learn and you earn at the same time. All this point I'm just throwing at you because that's going to help you when you are new to what to talk to the people. Again, your goal is to bring the person on the table. Basically, in Corona area, you can bring them to Zoom table, Zoom meeting. So that's your goal. Once they're ready to come to that point, then just don't say anything. You're busy and you learn during the presentation. One of those leaders, they will give presentation to your prospect, and it could be member, it could be a client, doesn't matter. But we will rotate. No major investment needed, as we noticed in COVID-19, small business are struggling, Government has to give them all kind of loans and other stuff. But again, with this investment, what we did, we don't have to worry. And again, even last year was COVID issue. Our business grew, our team business grew, AGI business grew so much. And again, this year, we have a high target, and we are doing good even this year. So actually, it helped us because the stock market was going up, and that helped our annuity business. And even this year, the annuity business is going to grow very fast. So I'm going to explain that if we have enough time today, that how to show the annuity, how to illustrate. It's so easy. How to keep this business so simple. Member can leverage AGI leadership, AGI offices to build their own business. When you're talking to clients, you talk about, say, I'm a licensed financial services professional. I'm not captive. That means I don't just work for one company. I'm independent. I work with a number of carriers to get you best value of your money. To best, we do best for the client when you have a number of carriers. That way, every company has little different product, and sometimes nationwide fit well with the clients, and sometimes the AIG or maybe a Fidelity. So I offer 401k rollover plans, college education plans, mortgage protection plan. We also provide collateral against the business. That's a growing business for us. We also offer the tax advantage for estate planning. That's also a huge business for us. We offer retirement plans, including IRA, Roth IRAs. We offer term and permanent life insurance plans, and we do have other products, what we can talk about later. But our bread and butter is life insurance and annuity. And a lot of time when you are new in the business, when you talk to your clients, say, "Hey, I have a life insurance," and they're going to step back a little bit because the way the industry has presented to the client, we are approaching clients different way. Again, instead of saying, "Hey, I have a life insurance, I'm offering life insurance," you tell them, "I'm offering mortgage protection or college education or retirement, tax-free retirement plans, or those kind of stuff. I save taxes." So again, it's all about, see, when you go and talk to the people who has multi-million-dollar net worth, and you talk about insurance, they love insurance. You don't even have to explain about IUL, Index Universal Life. They already know. I have a couple of millionaire clients. Their grandchildren, they're already millionaires. They just born, and they have, those $1 million IUL plans already set up for them. They already paid up completely policies. So again, our job is to explain everyone and make sure they understand what we are offering. Because a lot of people they have no exposure to insurance, and they a lot of insurance agent from the industry, they might be bugging them, so they step back. But it's all about how you approach. And again, I don't even talk about insurance when I sit down with the clients. I go through with my concepts. I explain the concept, and I relate them their financial issues with the concept. And then, if life insurance is one of the needs, sure, why not? All right. Any questions so far before I share a couple of concepts?
No.
All right. Thank you. So, to make it very easy when you talk to your client, when you are doing presentation, again, when you are new, definitely we are there to help you out. But just in case, if you are wondering, this is so difficult for me, and You might be thinking it's a lot of stuff I have to learn and everything. It is not. What just look at the presentation. What I'm doing today. I'm going to show you how to offer annuity with only little work. Okay, and we are always there with you. So don't worry. Explain to client that you have invested $10,000 in life in the stock market, and then stock market goes down 50%. Now you have 5,000 left. Now stock market come back to 50%. So now you have 50% over 5,000 is 2,500. Basically, now you have 7,500. Now, a lot of people argue, especially IT people, hey, stock market goes down, but it comes back. Sure, it does. See, it came back in this area. In this example, minus 50%, plus 50%. Now you invested $10,000. Even after coming back 50%, you are at 7,500. So when you lose 50% in stock market, the stock market has to come back 100% to get your money back. And then again, it's not about money. It's the number of years you lose in your life. So people who lost in 2008, they got their money back probably in 2015. So they lost 7 valuable years of their life, because we all have we don't know our expiry limit, but we do all have an expiry date. So we want to live a good life, and being a healthy financial is also very important. Money cannot buy everything, but money buys a lot of things. And when you don't have money, it costs you even more in the life. So let's love money and let's help people who have money issues. If they cannot afford our products, make sure they join us, because we will help them earn money. They can learn and earn at the same time. All right, so this is a simple concept. You can talk to your client, see how easy this is. Just one slide can get you a lot of business. Then you talk about the financial exco. Everybody knows, but then you share with your client. Not everybody knows. Not all the insurance producers, they go and talk. They talk about numbers. They never talk about the concept. So go and talk to your client about concept that, hey, when you're young, you may not have a lot of money, but then you have responsibility. You got kids, they're going to school. You gotta think about their, funding their college. And you're just starting in your life, so your income might be less. So, you have a lot of responsibility. So why don't you just get into a term life insurance if you don't have enough fund to fund your life insurance? Take that responsibility from your shoulder to put it on life insurance company's shoulder. That way, I'm paying 40, 50, 60 bucks a month, depends on my age and health and everything. But I am giving that responsibility to the life insurance company. So if something happens to me, at least my family can live in the same home, and, they can get this tax-free income. The other thing is, the products what we are offering, they all pretty much have a living benefit. Not all whole life insurance companies are offering living benefit. They started recently, but not everybody's offering living benefits. Basically, you are giving protection to the client for chronic, critical, and terminal illness. This is very important, because what if I have a cancer today, and now my goal is not how much money my family will get once I'm gone, but now I need to pay today, so you can pull out from your death benefit while you are alive. Basically, that's an example of living benefit. So that's what we are offering, right? So when you're young, you protect your income, you protect your home, protect your family. protect your mortgage, debt, children's education. But on the other side of the curve, when you're old, kids are, grown up, they are in their life, they're earning pretty good. Your house might be paid off. Now the question is, if I live too long, do I have enough money to survive? Is Social Security going to be enough for me to survive, till age 90 or something? It may not be. If you don't know how much you're going to get Social Security at age 65, log into the Social Security site and check it out. You'll be surprised at how less fund you will get once you retire. Not only that, those Social Security income is also taxable. If it is over certain amount. So those are the things are important. So annuity is very important, right? Because annuity is income for life. Life insurance is something happens to me, the family gets that and living benefit. Annuity is what if I live too long, do I have enough consistent income? All right, so this is a simple concept. You can just talk to your client. See, those two slides, very easy, correct? And that's enough to get you annuity business. And let me show you for the people who is already licensed. Let me share my screen. Give me 1 second. And I might have to log in again. Give me 1 second. So I'm showing you how to illustrate the theme. And again, I'm going to cover Fidelity one day, but right now I have it ready. So let me touch base the theme. All right. Let me log in and share my screen. Anybody has questions so far? Is enough so far?
Yes, sir. Everything is good so far.
All right. Thank you. All right. So you share, and again, every meeting, I'm going to share a financial concept. You can share any financial concept with your clients, and once you have enough experience, you know which one to share. But basically, there are few that you can share for life insurance as well as for annuity. And I love what Bhuvan shared a few weeks back. And Bhuvan, if you don't mind, maybe in the next meeting or following meeting, can you repeat the one your presentation? That was so important presentation about IUL. So we'll do that. Let me share my screen. And recently, a team bought out by Apollo Group. It's a huge company. So it's even a good news for us because stronger the company is, people are going to believe in more. And the rating is also very good. So can you see my screen, Asit bhai? Atin?
Yes, we can see that.
Okay, so basically you log in once you get appointment. And I have it ready for 40-year-old. The client name is Lisa Roberts. She's 40-year-old, and she has a 401k plan. She made good money in 2020. Now, I asked her to move some of her money, not all, some of her 401k money to the fixed index annuity. That way, her advantage is stock market can go back down again this year. Who knows? But then, whatever fund she pull out from her 401k or sitting in the bank or, wherever, she has that extra money, she can move with annuity, fixed index annuity. And generally, I keep this allocation. So when you run the illustration, by default, it's 100% in fixed strategy. So make sure you put zero over there, especially in the current economic situation. You don't use fixed strategy because I would rather put money in the bank, than put it in a fixed strategy in annuity because you might get 2-3%. That's not the goal we are offering. This Athene is offering 0% floor to the client. So basically, if they don't surrender within a year or two, basically their accumulation does not fall below what they invested. So if I invested $50,000, after 4 years, if I have 65, $70,000, stock market crashes, my $70,000 is locked in, so I don't lose from my accumulation. And I'll show you how that works. But these are my favorite indices. I put 20% in S&P 500. There's a IBM AI powered US index. Basically, that's new technology. They are doing it, but that's pretty good return. I put 20% over there. I love Nasdaq, so I put 30%. And again, if it is my own policy, I put 50% in Nasdaq because amazing return in last 2 years. Amazing return. That is unbelievable return in annuity. But again, to see client is busy and, we want to make sure that we diversify. See, end of the day, our goal is to diversify their fund, diversify their investment and everything. So I diversify a little bit, 30% in Nasdaq, 30% in BNP Paribas, and you can get more information about indices on the Thin website, or you can Google all these indices. It's publicly available information. Basically, you will know how their performance is. But that's my favorite. I diversify over here in 4 different categories. I say okay there. And so again, what did I fill out here? Name of the client, birth date or age, first name, last name, age, male or female, what state the client is in, and that's it. That's all you need to do. You fill out the allocation over there, how much money client wants to invest, what is the product they want to invest. I love this Performance Elite 15 because I'll explain why. Okay, so you go to action on the top. Asid bhai, can you see everything what I'm showing?
Yes, I can see that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, sir. So you click on preview illustration and that might open up another screen. If you don't see it, Asid bhai, let me know. Do you see it?
No, you will have to share the screen.
You don't. Okay, so let me share the screen. It opened up. So basically, it opens up the PDF file. Do you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So this is the easiest way to offer annuity to clients. See, it took me only less than 5 minutes to fill out the information, pick the indices, and bam, it's ready, right? And again, there might be a lot of questions to you, but don't be afraid. We are there. All the experienced leaders are with you. But basically, when you have license, make sure you practice this. See, these are the allocation we did. And basically, when you are new and you open it first time, you look at the right-hand side corner. It says annual assumed interest rate is 0%. Now, 0% is not possible, right? Because market cannot consistently go down every year. But by law, we have to show this illustration to the client that worst case scenario, if market goes down. It never happened that consistently stock market went down more than 3 years in the last 100 years, okay? So I always go to the next page where I see the real picture. Basically, 50,000 Lisa invested. She has $4,500 bonus from day one. So bonus plus interest, the money, her accumulated value starts with 54,856 from year one. Cash surrender value. So again, I always tell client, if you cancel in very first year, you might end up getting money less than what you invested. So if you want to keep it for a year or two, this is not for you. Very straightforward. Otherwise, you're going to be in big trouble. So again, make sure client understand this. This product is for 15 years, but at least if client is not ready to invest in at least 10 years, it's not a good product for them. So make sure client is ready. See, in this case, it's a 401k money. Generally, client does not touch it till age 65. She's 40. She has another 25 years. So I know that, okay, client not going to touch it. Otherwise, go with 10-year product or go with 7-year product, okay? He might earn less bonuses or little less interest rate. Say in this case, it's 9.88. And honestly, if you put in money in, if you have chosen the Nasdaq index in last 2-3 years, your return is more than 12-13%. Depends on what day you started, right? So 9.88 is kind of conservative in what the return we got in last 2 years. But again, we want to show them conservatively. Even I'm happy, if client gets a 7-8% compounding. So let's look at this again. Client is 40, starting with 50,000 plus 4,500 bonus. And so depends on last 10 years performance. That's how the client's accumulation is projected. Basically, client not going to touch this fund till age 65. And Ankit Bhai, if I think you have purchased annuity, make sure before your 1 year is completed, you can allocate that some of the money to Nasdaq, because when you purchase it, Nasdaq index was not available, but now it's available. So you can every year you can change this. Okay, so you can add this. All right. So at age 65, a client has $500,000. Client invested what? $50,000. Now, does client have to worry about the stock market movement? No, they don't. Even if they go to nursing home, they can pull out money without penalty. Look at the surrender value. Look at the death benefits. Something happens to the client, there's a death benefit, right? And again, if client can afford to wait till age 70, that's 750,000. Now they can take distribution. Why I like this product? Because there is no client does not have to take it to distribution every year or something, annual distribution. They can pull out the fund according to their tax bracket that time. So, for example, if I'm 65-year-old, I have $500,000, and at that age, if my income is 100,000, and now I want to pull out some money from my annuity, and I always ask my CPA that, hey, if I pull out 50,000, how much tax is going to be, for me. So annuity product, you don't get tax benefit when you pull out the money, the distribution. So basically, whatever you invested and whatever the distribution is, the difference, you have to pay taxes. So for example, if I invested $50,000 and now I have $200,000, I pulled out all $200,000, then I have to pay taxes on 200,000 minus 50,000. 150,000, correct? So annuity is little different than IUL product. IUL, you can take, IUL means index universal life product, where you can take a loan completely tax-free. And again, it could be a wash loan, so you don't have to pay back the loan, okay? So let's understand the annuity. All right, so there's accumulation value, cash surrender value. If client decide to cancel at certain point, then that's what they get. Okay, their accumulation is 122 after 10 years, but then surrender is 103, so they lose that money. So make sure you go with the client and see again. If client does not touch this, and client lives till 90, that 50,000 grew to almost $5 million can go to their beneficiary, So there are some neat advantages to annuity product. make sure when you offer this plan to your client, and these are all your real performance, the of the index what we picked. See, in last 10 years or so, 20 years, this is the best 10 years, this is the mean, and this is the worst. Even in worst case scenario, look at the interest rates, right? So even worst case scenario is not bad. All right. Yes. So talk to the client about this right here. So what are the withdrawal charges and premium bonus vesting percentage? So if client cancel this policy in 10 years, see all the bonus they earn, the company will take it back. Now, and then there's a 9% charge, right? So after 15 years, there's a 4% charge, but then you're going to get 80% of the bonus. So basically that 4,500 bonus, you will get 80% of that. But after 15 years, there's a 0% withdrawal charge, and there is 100% bonus is vesting. So they will not cut any money out of the bonus. See how easy this is to illustrate fixed index annuity. And again, you can read up all this. If you have any question, any of this term, reach out to your leader or me. And my goal for this meeting is to keep this very simple, that you can show a couple of concepts to the client. So let me go back and then run the illustration. And it's so easy to run the illustration. So all the products are very easy. The business is very easy. It's all about, consistency. You gotta do it consistently. That's very important. Get the license ASAP. This business you gotta run, because first 2 years, once you join, you gotta run and build. Once you do that, the passive income gonna keep on coming. All right, so let me go back to my presentation, and I just want to show it.
So I have a question.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, so for example, the person is a 40-year age and he go with this annuity 15-year performance in light. So at 15-year, he will be, the policy will, he is eligible to withdraw the money. Or he can continue and he has option to continue and do not withdraw the money. Is that correct understanding for annuity?
Yeah, so Athene has, this is a 15-year product. So Athene say, okay, it's 15 years old. We will not charge you anything on withdrawal, and we will give you 100% bonus. What we gave you on day one, 4,500, we will not cut anything out of it. But then that person after 15 years, 40 plus 15, it's 55-year-old, right?
Exactly.
Now, all the IRS laws still apply. So if IRS say, hey, it's your 401k money, you're pulling out early at age 55, you're going to have 10% penalty. So those laws still apply. So again, the best scenario in this case is client keeps money till he or she is 59 and a half.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense. Thanks. Yep.
So Chandra, if I can add a little bit about what Bhuvan is asking. So the way it works is that you can actually withdraw anytime. It is just that for the first 2 years, you might get less than what you have invested. But after that, based on the indices performances, you can withdraw, you can take everything out. It is just that you have to pay the the penalty, which is still, you are still getting more than what you had invested, but less than what you would have. If you waited for 15 years, then there is no charge, and all the bonus they put in initially, you are eligible to get that as well. Is that how it is?
Yeah. So There is a annuity. Uh, it depends on the product. If you have 10-year product, then all the laws apply to that from a team. But then there is also IRS laws, right?
Correct.
So if it depends, it's a qualified money or non-qualified money. Qualified money means your 401k, your IRA, your Roth IRA. Those are qualified plans, right? And again, Roth IRA, you don't have to worry about the taxes, but those penalty IRS laws still apply. And again, Bhuvan, just a reminder for you, in Washington State and California, I think they are not offering 15-year product; they are offering 10-year products. So you got to make sure before you talk to client that okay, if you talk about 15 years, and I don't think you can illustrate 15 years. So they are offering only 10 years. So every state has their own laws. That I think New Jersey has 10 years, Pennsylvania has 10 years, Washington State has 10 years, California has 10 years. Georgia, we can offer 15 years. So I'm just showing you that how easy to illustrate depends on the product, right? So again, if it is a 10-year product, the withdrawal charges are there till 10 years is completed. After that, IRS laws apply if you are not 59 and a half. Is that clear enough, guys?
Law apply when the plan is qualified. If the plan is non-qualified, you will just pay ordinary tax, no penalty. Is that correct understanding?
Yes, sir. Good point. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
Anything else, guys? Anybody else has a question about anything? Is it easy enough for everyone to illustrate this to the client?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Let's say the client, any insurance or the annuities, whatever it is, when we say the state means where the participant has the driver license or where he is living. Let's say some people has other state license, but they are living in California or some other state. So when we offer the insurances, how this will go? Which state we need to keep there?
That's a very good question, and especially it's going to be very important for even Anilji, that he lives in New Jersey, tri-state. New Jersey's client might be in New York or Pennsylvania or Connecticut, but now New York has a different laws, right? So again, as per GI compliance, they are very, very strict about this, that wherever the client's home state is, basically where the home address is, you always try to write it over there. Yeah. And there are some exceptions, but honestly, I don't encourage. Just talk to me case by case, because some client who lives in New York, but they do have a property in New Jersey, then they can write it in New Jersey. Yeah, no worries.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, Ratnaji. Anyone else has a question? If not, there is no meeting next Sunday, but there is one following. Not only that, take advantage of this new incentive plan. Every appointment you get, there is a small incentive of $50, and then if client or member is ready to join or client ready to buy, there is another $50. So per client, you can earn up to $100, and that should be easy enough for all of us to get the appointments. And again, that's why we are in this business, right? And if you are hesitant, make sure you can conference call with one of the leader. I'm sure you all took the phone numbers. I'm going to update Bhuvan's number. I think that's his wife's number. But then again, Bhuvan and his wife both are in the business. So they both going to be active. And again, Bhuvan, when you do your next presentation, I love to invite Ruchita also, so everybody knows who the leaders are. Okay. All right, guys. Any other question?
Chandrabhai, I have one question. I'm a little bit unsure about what you just said earlier about Athene, the 10-year agility. They give you $4,500 upfront bonus, right? And then you say something about 80% bonus. So can you clarify? I mean, I'm a bit confused.
Yeah. So they give you bonus upfront on day one when you if you invest 50,000 or 100,000. I think it's a 8% bonus on day one. But then if you cancel that 15-year contract within 10 years, then you don't get all the bonuses. So you go according to that table I show you. Uh, it tells you exactly if client cancel after 12 years, they get this much. After 14 years, they get this much. And after 15 years, they get this much. So that's what it is, Jayshree.
Okay, so you get 45 upfront, and if you keep it for 10 years, you also get that 80% bonus. Is that correct? Is that what I'm understanding what you just say?
No. So what I'm trying to say is if there is a 15-year product, client has to keep the money all 15 years to get all the bonus. Otherwise, they're going to cut the bonus if they cancel it earlier.
Okay, so it's a prorated based on the years, kind of.
Okay, I got you.
Correct.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. No. Thanks for clarifying it. But when I got the number, so I will update the document. All right. If there is not anything else, we are 21 minutes over. I like to keep it for 1 hour. But thank you all for your time. You all have a license and you spend so much time in this business. Make sure that you earn all this incentive what we are offering. Okay, this gonna try to earn incentive. The business gonna run by itself. So, and again, reach out to anybody in this team. And I'm also going to invite the senior leaders to come from our team to come and give presentations. So as they are available, because everybody is busy, but we will invite them because they are also using my time on other team as a presentation, so we can invite them too. All right. Make sure you attend as many as webinars the companies are offering. That's going to help you to understand the technical side. But the main purpose of this business is build your own franchise. So make sure we add as many members as soon as possible. All right. Have a good weekend, guys, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you.